Morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we're having coffee in the beautiful little mug I made with my oldest daughter. One Christmas, she bought us a pottery class together, and this was the result of that. And I chose it today because it is St. Patrick's Day, and this is certainly green, and it's got this lush growth of leaves. Leaves have always been a thing for me. Nature has always been a thing for me. And so we are entering this time of spring solstice coming up, the rebirth, the reminder that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Every year my husband and I chuckle to ourselves because we cannot help but comment on the fact that, ooh, it's now 5:30 or 6:30 or 7:30 and it's still light outside. It happens every year. But that willingness to be excited about it, to welcome it in, to look at it with a child's point of view is a lovely way to look at things. It reminds us that even after some of the darkest times, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And we have some very heavy things in our world right now on so many fronts. Specifically today, I would like you to reach out to the people in the Midwest and the South who have lost family members to these powerful storms that are going through, that are in great discomfort right now. Their homes are gone. Please send them your love, send them your higher intentions for them in their survival of this, in their creation of a new life, because for many that is, well, for all of them actually, that's what they're facing. If they've lost loved ones, or creating a new life without that energy in their everyday presence. They've lost their home, they're creating a new way of living in this world. So I invite you to join me in holding them in prayer, in love, in comfort, in peace, and in wisdom as they move forward, because it's in the wisdom that they will know what their next best step is, how to navigate amidst all the chaos in their life, in the world, wherever they are and whatever they're experiencing. So in the vein of spring and the newness and new life, I pulled the cards. The Flower of Life cards came up. You are eternal. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. You probably can't read it anyway, but I'm going to read it to you so you don't have to. When your stream of consciousness asks to be more, know more, to become more, you created your magnificent physical body to be an instrument of physical creation. You are part of the universe, and the universe is part of you. You are made of stars, planets, and all that is within and without the universe. The playing field of life is unlimited and loving. You are a loving, unlimited, and wondrous part of creation. The events and experiences of your life will grow in meaning as your awareness expands. This expansion will alter your perception of the world. Embrace this clear, confident, inspiring outlook, and your experience of the world will change. It is very much the Pollyanna aspect that I hold, that I bring in, that I have lived in. I can make everything better by just getting to a different perspective. And I am always connecting to my higher power with the mantra, I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me. And in the deepest darkness is when that is even more powerful. It is that winter time when everything appears dead, when it appears there's no life left, that the plants, the trees are all gathering the energy they will need for their next step of coming back to life. And that is where many, many, many of us are now. Maybe not in the physical world, in our emotional world, in our spiritual world, knowing there is more coming and trusting that it is always for my highest and best good. I may not know what that is now, but staying connected and choosing to be placed in that understanding of, I choose to grow with this, I choose to expand with this, and I choose to move forward more fully in what I wanted when I stepped into this lifetime. Being the creator of our lives never changes. We are creating this life from before we step into this physical body until we take the last breath, owning that we have a say in that creation. We are not just pawns moved around the chessboard or yanked from pillar to post. We are actively creating with God, the creator, the universe, the central sun, the great I am, Buddha, Allah, Hari Krishna, Frank, whatever you call that higher power. It does not matter. It is that you call on it where your power grows and you can stand in greater strength and understanding of what is here in this moment for you. Excuse me. Enter the looking glass. Take my hand, says the higher self, with a promise of safe passage. An adventure in transformation awaits. Oh my gosh, Julie, I was thinking of you this morning, just moments ago, when I pulled these Linda Fabre cards, and you just brought her name to mind because I was thinking, I don't know who it is. Jewel gave me these and she can always remember who they are. Linda Fabre made these beautiful cards. And she's an intuitive artist online, and I invite you to look her up. I'm thinking she's still doing art online. So enter the looking glass, enter the childlike perspective, enter the Pollyanna principle. Those are Linda Fabre, right? Or is it Lindsay Fabre? At any rate, Jewel, I'm so happy to see you here. We need to talk. Jeannie, good morning. Yes, you can wear purple. I posted 2 older gals in their Wonder Woman uniforms, and it's like, yes, that's who we are. And it is because that we have that time of wisdom and experience and understanding that we get to bring that into the world. It is not a time of folding in and decaying and, yes, thank you, Julie, and becoming irrelevant. We are more needed and more relevant right now than ever before with our wisdom. We don't have to be grandmother age. Those you young folks that are here with the wisdom of being a spiritual being in this human suit, we need your voice as well. And you also have a set of experiences, past life experiences and ancestral experiences that you get to bring in. So enter the looking glass, be in that magical thinking that the child holds. Be the fool in the tarot, willing to step off the cliff, not fully knowing what that looks like for you. Okay, I hope it's for a good reason, Jewel. Her father lives in California and she just lost her mother. So I'm hoping your father is doing well. I miss you and we do need to talk. So give me a call when you can. So, what are you creating? Are you creating the expectation that you're nothing special, that you don't have much to offer, that nothing ever works out for you? What is the expectation that you don't really have anything to offer this world? Because that is not your higher self and the power of your creation speaking. It is encoding that we have been at the hands of others. We've been encoded with beliefs, with social norms. As women, we're encoded with the belief that we are less powerful, that we don't matter, that we don't have any control over our lives. It is the us's out there that know better, that are here to change those things. So you look through the looking glass asking, what is my next best step? Only that. We don't have to see the whole future because we are constantly creating it and shifting it according to our creation. Sometimes we're shifting it into more challenging learning opportunities. Sometimes we're shifting it into the expansiveness of the understanding of who we are and how we get to create more fun adventures, more interesting things, more joy. Good morning, Tony O'Brien, you little leprechaun, you. So, what is the truth? Compassionate assent. As I spoke earlier, I did some work this last week with a woman whose family, she had come to the awareness when she entered into a relationship a couple years ago that was actually tied through an ex partner to her family, and she really began to understand that somewhere along the line the compassion gene was gone, and that she was surrounded by so much and so many who lacked compassion, that she was brought in this world to show them what compassion and forgiveness and love was about. And this compassion ascent, when the heart breaks open to make space for the suffering of another, the universe expands. Ascension is not a solitary journey. Together we rise. And I have had that gorgeous experience lately of getting the opportunity to connect to other amazing way showers, light bringers, singers of the truth, um, in the understanding that there's no competition within us, because we all have very unique things we bring into this world. And we need to be heard, we need to be seen, and we need to collaborate together so that we are always in the energy of expansion, growth, joy, peace, and love. Because that then is what we are sharing with this world. We are in a very tumultuous time in the world everywhere, not just in the US, not just in your town or city. We are in a huge shift in the world. And we, the ones who will do the work to hold the higher vibration, a minute of gratitude work, a minute of shedding true, pure love energy onto the world, the sky, the road, people, our leaders, the government as a whole, shedding love. This begins to heal things, and it makes this transition we are in the middle of a little gentler, a little less prickly on the edges. We have that ability. We have that right. You, in your spiritual, energetic power, get to partner with God, the creator, the universe, whatever you call your higher power. Constantly be in that I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me mantra. That is the most powerful place to stand, because the how then is taken out of your realm. The how is what we can be so limited in. The how is not my business. So what is it that you get to offer to this world only in being you? Maybe you don't have to know it. Maybe you have to trust that you are here for a reason, and you get to be a catalyst for more love, more ease, more change, more flow in this very dark, dense time we're entering into. Good morning, Hasham. I think we are complete on this beautiful Monday morning, St. Patrick's Day, which really isn't such a thing in Ireland. I'm sure the marketers in Ireland play it up for all the touristy people. But the truth is there was no real St. Patrick that led snakes out of Ireland. It's a myth. And it's a myth the Catholic Church has propagated to align with the solstice of the pagans, some of the earliest religious beliefs. And so all of this stuff is coming undone right now. And it is a birthing time. Like I've said so many times, we are in the third stage of that birth process. What does that look like for you? For the world, it is a very challenging time. For us, it can be moving from challenging to velvet. That's how I see it. We get to bring in the velvet. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.